Can you please get out your progress if you haven't already?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we on 14?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, I think so. Because we did the stuff on the other book yesterday.
3 ginger pigs.
We are doing great then. So we're on 14 in our progress book. Now remember, I know this seems very different.
Hey, what happened to calling it Pilo?
Pila. You know why I'm calling it progress?
Because it literally says progress?
Well, that really I call it Pila. However, today I've been calling it progress because today after school I need to place another book order for mini Pilas, but in my head I'm going to be checking off the box for progress where it says it. So I think that's just on my mind. We've gotten so many new students in from 1st through 6th grade.
So new people for us.
Right. Listen, as a former Terman School student, I know how exciting it is to get a new person because at this point we kind of tired of each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we've been here since we were 4. But
I've been here since I was 4.
I need to get some new books in for our very, very super new students because we've had a bunch of people just join us in the past few work or school days. Okay, so I think to answer that question, Jacob, and that's why I've been calling it progress today because I'm placing a progress order. All right, so we are on 14.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday we got some names, okay? We know that those 2 crazy, but I bet they're fun too.
No.
Twins, I don't think so. Leo and Lester have really, really been troubling their older brother. Logan. Thank you. That was my next question. They're really troubling Logan, and they're really troubling him because he's trying to get some work done. Dad's not home yet. In his history book, thank you. And his mother's upstairs trying to get some work done. And these kids are going a little nutso crazy.
Not so crazy.
Or another way of looking at it, his little brothers are just having some fun.
Or they want attention.
Or they want attention.
Yeah, or just they're having fun.
Or just they want him
having
to, or they want them to play with him.
Or they
Well-
had too much candy.
Look, can we be positive for a minute? Because do you remember yesterday how impressed we were with Logan because he's so creative?
Yes.
We kept saying how creative he was. I'd like for you to put aside the facts that his brothers are throwing all kinds of stuff around. Put that to aside right now. Don't think about that right now. Didn't his brothers, I believe the vocab word was intricate. Aren't his brothers just as creative, although maybe a little hyper,
No.
because they came up with such intricate games to play?
They're not.
That tells me, while you might still think annoying, I say that these kids are going to end up being as creative as their older brother. Okay? Right now, I believe the phrase was on the top of page 13. They get wound up. And y'all, you can wind anybody up, but kids, boy, they get wound up easily. They feed off of each other's excitement. Guys, when my friends have a lot of energy and they're in a good mood, they feed my energy. They feed my good mood. And the same thing goes when my friends' energy is down and they're kind of down. That kind of drags us down too. We do feed off of each other and how we can make each other feel and ourselves feel. Yeah? So important to know, if you have a friend who's feeling down, get your energy level up a little bit if you want to help that friend out. Yes, sir, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's go to top of 14, please. Yes, sir, Matt. Say what? Well, who did I end up with? Because I like to hear from everybody. Were you our last to read? Did you get to read yesterday?
I did, but everybody got to read, but you said you wanted to run a second time.
Well, we ran out of time. All right, so I don't think my buddy who just went to the bathroom got to read.
Wait, no,
You
he
did.
did.
He did yesterday?
Yeah, everyone got to read.
I didn't get to read.
So we are to you, and you actually asked first thing when I got in.
Okay.
Would you please read, let's give you a chunk here, because those are tiny paragraphs. Could you read the 12, 13, and 14 paragraphs for us, baby girl?
Well, I had a test to prepare for. I looked again at the old book in my hands and had an idea. I came slowly down the stairs, back in my chair. I leafed through the old book, staring intently at each page. Amazing, I said. This is incredible. I waited for the twins to become curious. What's in the book? Leo asked. Finally, a plastic hockey helmet sat at an angel on his head.
Angle.
Angle on his head. Lester was sprawled on the floor. I ignored Leo. Logan, I asked you what's in it.
Hold on, let's stop there for a minute. Because he says, well, I had a test to prepare for. I looked again at the old book. You remember what kind of book that was yesterday?
Golden.
Golden?
It was golden, and it was a book about poetry.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and it
Good
had
recall.
like a red bookmark that you could like the red strap to move it.
Yes. So now he's looking at this golden, curious book and saying, wow, I mean, this is amazing. But he says, I waited for the twins to become curious. Hold on, sweetie. Someone in this homeroom left this on the bathroom door. I'm just going to quick lean out and hang it on the nail. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for waiting.
I'm sorry, I forgot I wasn't supposed to read 15.
No, it's okay. You just kept going because we were getting to the good parts.
No, you're forgetting.
That's all. That's all. And do you see what he's trying to do? He's trying to redirect the attention of, now I tried to look at those twins in a positive light today, but y'all are still saying they're annoying.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that they're cool. I want to be friends with them.
He's
like 'em.
trying to get them to calm down. He wants something to look so cool and so amazing that they're like, what are you looking at? And they stop for a minute. Y'all, other than bribing your children with candy or money, this is the best trick in the book.
Pun intended.
Best trick, thank you. When you are trying to slow their active bodies down. Active minds don't bother me. But when mine are running around the house, acting a fool, as we say down south, I try to redirect their attention because yelling can just, I don't know. When you just feel like you're yelling sometimes and people don't listen. Y'all ever feel that way? Like no one's hearing you. So if that's not going to work, and if you just keep yelling, you're going to get worn out, you're going to get a headache. Redirect their attention. Try to find something that they'll get interested in. And that's exactly what their brother's doing. Exactly. It's quite clever. Yes, sir.
Oh, what you could do to redirect their attention is begin to get things from making food if they come and hey, would you like to make dinner?
Sure.
And you don't have to clean up.
Thank you.
If you cook it, you don't have to clean up at all.
As well as your family, we understand what it's like to have 4 kids in the family.
Yeah, I cook
you
all the
have
time.
more. So making what would appear to be to somebody else that would appear to be work, turning it into a game for the small child is another clever thing.
Who can think of the most ways to cook a single onion?
I often
You can
use
caramelize them.
many tasks in the kitchen to redirect the attention of the younger ones when they're getting all kind of Leo Lester crazy.
Leo
Okay.
Lester.
The
Yeah.
two characters.
What were you gonna say, sweetie?
Oh, I was gonna say, or you could say you're hurt, and they would come.
LO.
And they would stop.
Oh,
The triple L.
oh,
Ow, I
you
broke
could,
my leg.
you could
Please
fake it.
help me.
You could.
Oh,
In an
ow.
emergency, I agree, fake it. But then the bad thing would be, what if you faked it and they didn't care? You know what I'm saying?
Ow.
Because this is Leo and Lester that we're talking about. Yes, sir.
When I was little, when my mom baked cookies at our old house,
Yeah.
she'll go, like when we're upstairs doing stuff, she always paid our attention, so she said, well, I guess there's no one knows the battery downstairs, and then we all came running down.
What am I gonna do with the brownie batter bowl? Guys, I guess nobody wants it. I'll just go ahead and clean it now.
And then turn on the sink.
My guy, exactly, just wait for them to come. My guy Logan here, I'm liking him more and more, and I liked him from the very beginning because I enjoy being around, you guys know this, creative people. Yes, sir.
As a punishment, don't take away electronics. Take all the chargers and cords.
No, I just say shut down the electricity to their room. It's always fun. Yes, sir. Don't get mad, get even.
No, just take the chargers and watch
Yes,
them
sir.
cry in agony.
Yes, sir.
Why are they wearing a helmet?
Well, I would imagine it's part of that intricate ball game they were coming up with. Yes, sir, Matt?
I'm going to the store and get sour Skittles if you want some with your phone.
Yeah. I will bribe people for good behavior. Hey, yes, ma'am.
I bribed my grandfather.
Well, there's something. Does your grandfather get all wound up?
Like
Like Leo and Lester?
Not me, I'm
get,
Leonidas.
Okay,
He'll be on
some
the couch
grandparents do.
He'll be on the couch and he says he doesn't want anything to eat, but I'll be baking a cake and I'm like, Papa, do you want this leftover batter? And he comes running into the kitchen.
That is the sweetest thing in the world. Y'all, you never lose your inner child. Never at all. Lorelai, get us back on track, baby girl. Can you start with, I think we're at 16. And Lorelai, those are tiny chunks. Could you do 16, 17, 18, and 19? They're super small.
Okay.
Thank you.
Being no teacher was critical at this stage. Leo gave Lester a knowing look. Logan's reading a really old book, and he's keeping it secret. Lester shuffled toward me on his hands. Come on, what's in the book? Is it a story? I shook my head. Not a story. The truth. It's a book of special ancient knowledge. It's full of wisdom. Warrior wisdom. I looked at them in the eyes. But well, I think they're a little too young.
That works so well. When you tell the child that's anywhere from that 5 to 10-year-old age range, you wouldn't be interested in this, it's too old for you. Yes, sir. You were in the bathroom. Did you read yesterday?
You did? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going up and down the roads. We're about to start over. Okay, I love this. This is a great tactic. You wouldn't be interested in this. This is too old for you.
You're too young.
Now, on the reverse side of this, you want to try this when you get home? To an adult.
You're too old for
Whenever
this.
they ask you, hey, what you doing? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in this.
They're too young.
This is too young for you.
You're too
I'd
young.
snatch that iPad out of your hands and be like, what? How dare you? It works both ways. Try it. Matt's thinking about it. Works both ways.
I want to do it.
I don't know, Mom.
I'm the
This
young-
might be too young for you.
I'm the youngest in
Come
the
on,
family,
Jingle Ring.
so thanks for the tactic.
My mom
I'm giving to everyone in my family.
I don't know,
My
man.
PS4, my
Your
dad
older
uses it.
brother and sister have really special powers. Hey, back there, can we start reading? Do you mind? And you've got some dialogue here. We're on page 14. Could you read 20, 21, 22, and 23 for us, please?
Too young for what? Lester asked, getting up. First boy stood at an eager attention in front of me. Tell us, they said in impatient Listen, it's not for little kids. It's a book of that attention warriors used to win battles. Highly trained middle orders and soldiers studied this book to give them an adventure of their own.
I mean, he's got them hooked. I'm sorry, this is too old for you. This is about ancient warriors.
Sold them.
This is super secret tactics, battle plans, fighting styles of ancient warriors. There's no way that someone as young and inexperienced, and basically he's saying not cool without saying not cool, right? And not cool as you would ever be interested in something like this. Those boys, I mean, he's just fishing
I'd punch him out. I'd punch
for
him in the
brothers, fishing for brothers. And I will tell you, he's just hooked too. Hey, Mac. Huh? I was gonna ask, could you start reading for us, please? Yes, sir. Where did we leave off, Mac? Was that 24?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Leo and Lester gave each other highly competitive looks.
Good.
Was my plan actually going to work? These strategies take all the physical and mental power a person has. I said seriously, a person who learned them would be, well, even better than a black belt in karate. I can teach you if you think you can handle it. I paused and knew how to keep it a secret. They followed me into the kitchen. I had to sit at opposite ends of the table. You must start with the most basic skill of a true warrior. The one skill that will give you an absolute advantage over any opponent. Leo's face became a mask of Allie.
Awe. Awe, sometimes when you look at somebody with awe, your eyes get big and your mouth almost opens. I wish I could take my mask off to show you, but right now, let me look at you in awe.
What is it? What is it?
Perfect. Okay, well, without the squeals.
What is it? Only the most important skill there is. Without mastering this skill, you will never achieve high levels. Lester
Eagerness.
was visible. So what is it?
We got him. We got him.
We got him.
These boys, these fish that he just reeled in with their curiosity. Let me tell you something. They've been calm for the past 10 minutes or so. Perfect. All right, let's do some work. And it's not going to be the comprehension check first. Let's take a look back at our citing the evidence. Today we only have A and B.
Yay.
So, look at 14, page 14. And it says, for A, underline the sentence says, this time, might find more than one, that suggests the twins are falling for the narrator's plan. Yes, sir. Yes, I don't believe anyone's out. I think we should be fine. So we're looking for some sentences here. And it says that Leo and Lester, that they're following or falling for, his plan. I say it's not a plan. I say it's a scheme.
Strategy.
Or a really good idea. Or a strategy. Or
Yesterday's my first day. I don't know how to use the past stuff.
you don't know how to use the
This
past.
one's Mac. This is Mac, right?
Yes, ma'am. He's going to the bathroom and he
I'll
was
show
going to get a
him.
pass. He wasn't sure where it was.
Where is Cade here today?
Cade is in 6th grade next door.
He's 6th.
Oh, he's 6th. Cade, C-A-I-D Snyder?
Cade Jones.
Oh, do we have another Cade?
No, Cade's not here today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a Cade next door. I got
Okay,
confused.
that's right. Isn't that weird?
Baby boy, get the
Grab
pass.
this, sweetheart. See, yeah, you take that.
You are underlining some evidence right now. We're not
Oh,
gonna
okay.
talk, we're gonna give them a chance to work. Just a few minutes on it.
So we do it right now?
Yes, please. We're on page 14. And look over at that side, underneath the words to know, citing evidence, see cite evidence. We're gonna do A, and it says to underline the sentences, more than one, that suggest that the twins are falling for the narrator's plan. Yes, ma'am.
Are we allowed to go on the second page with that little tiny area?
Yes, you can go on the second page as well to find some evidence. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's let them give them a chance to work, and we'll see the different sentences that we found. I mean, I can tell you, I did find two on that second page, page 15.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, goodness, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I didn't want to overwork it, but I found 4 that I underlined on page 14, but let's just see what everybody finds.
I found 7.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
found
he's
2
working
so
them
far.
hard. He's working them hard, so you will find more evidence.
I found 4. 3.
You can look on page 15 too. I found 2
I've
good
already-
ones on 15 to
I've already
underline.
found 4 on just 14.
I found 4 on 14 as well.
Okay.
Find
5
good,
so
Minnie.
far.
Thank you, Matt. Matt, they're finishing up that site evidence A on page 14. But we might go over it in just a minute and see what they found, okay? Since it's just classwork.
Are we gonna have homework for?
Sir?
Are we gonna have homework?
No, sir. I really am trying to get all of my teachers to go lighter on homework. When it comes to what is known as ELA,
I get a lot.
your ELA teachers
ELA?
teach, excuse me, your ELA teachers teach reading, grammar, spelling, and vocab. I have asked that only one of those goes home for homework. And quite honestly, Matt, the most important one there in my book is grammar. You know me already. So I will already, unless this homework board says to do a book report, or unless this homework board for me says study for a quiz, I'm not giving homework, boo, okay? We can get everything done in class. Did you have a question, baby girl? All right. Hey, here's what I found first, and then we'll add to what you found, because I'm telling you, he's working them hard. On page 14, as far as how those twins, Leo and Lester, are falling for his plan, I liked line 20. I just did. Too young for what? I was gonna read that with some sass. Lester asked, getting up, like, you call me young? What? I underlined that one. Great tactic. I just underlined the conversation. I got 21 and 22 underlined. Both boys stood at eager attention in front of me.
Yeah.
That means I haven't exactly, if I'm fishing for you, I haven't
That's
caught you
attention.
yet. But let me tell you, now this is an old school cartoon, so you probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
Beetlejuice?
But definitely their Scooby ears just went up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
I also underlined 22. Tell us, they said, and this is using one of our new vocab words, in impatient, which means they're not patient, they can hardly wait, unison. They said it together and they're losing their patience. I also underlined, hold up, 24, but only part of it. Leo and Lester gave each other highly competitive looks.
I did that.
These twins are like, I'm gonna get it before you do. Oh, I don't think so, brother. 'Cause I'm gonna get it before you. Yes, ma'am.
I underlined 19 warrior wisdom.
Yes, he's talking to young boys. We already know how they play. That is a good one. That's a good example of them falling for his plan. What did you underline?
I underlined 17. Leo gave Lester a knowing look. Logan's reading a really old book. He's keeping it secret.
Was it the word secret?
And yes.
It's the word secret, right? Don't you know? I mean, I respect the secret. If you tell me you got a secret, I'm not going to be like, ooh, tell me later. If you tell me something secret, I respect secrets. But you know, some people, particularly young ones, if you say, no, I'm sorry, I can't tell you it's secret, they're like, yes, you can. Tell me the secret.
And
You just got
I underlined 18. Lester shuffled towards me on his knees. Come on, what's the book? Is it a story?
Perfect, because he shuffled to him on his knees. Did that not seem like begging a little bit? Yes, thank you. That's a good visual and a perfect one. Lorelai?
This is actually kind of, meaning.
Uh-huh.
Ask you what's in it.
Wait, where was that?
15. Oh, 15.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a meaning.
You know what? Because he didn't say, Logan, what's in it? Logan, I asked you. Like, that's almost a command. That's a lot of attitude
That's
with
an
that.
imperative.
Yes, that's a good one. Yes, sir.
I underlined that too. I underlined 15 and 16.
Paying no attention was critical at this stage, yes. But be careful, because we're going to come back to that one in a minute. Yes, sir.
I didn't underline part of 26. They followed me into the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Thank you for taking us to page 15. They followed me into the kitchen is a good one. If we're looking at 15, I also found I liked lines 27 and 29. Leah, you did too? Leah's face became that mask of awe.
I did that.
Why did it have to say mask? What is it? And 29, Lester's eagerness was visible, so what is it? Good one. Yes. Sir?
Where the pun intended,
What did you find?
where the pun intended mask of all.
Yes. What did you find an example? We need to stay on cue.
Those were all the ones that I found on
Perfect.
that page. 28 didn't really have anything.
28.
It says, only the most important skill there is. Without mastering this skill, you will never achieve the higher level.
It was probably the you will never achieve the higher levels. I mean, game on. For a gamer,
underlined
if you
that.
tell me I can't, I'm going to try.
Oh no.
Beat you in the game.
I am not one of those people on a game where you tell me, no, Mom, you can't do it. Yeah, I'm going to try.
Will you play games with me then?
I've tried
Game
to show
on,
my mom.
as we
Game
say.
on, bro.
But you can't be the Ender Dragon in 20 minutes.
Game
I
on.
couldn't even teach my mom to play Galactica. What's that?
Oh, that's old school.
I know.
Hey, go to B, please. Now, B says circle hints. Circle hints that suggests what the narrator is trying to do. How would you describe his approach to dealing with his little brothers? I have to tell you, I think B is harder. You are circling the hints that suggest what the narrator is trying to do. Let's take a few minutes for that. Yes, sir.
I think you're too young for this.
Oh, wait, let's give them a few minutes. Hold up.
Wait,
This
what do we
one's
have to
harder.
do?
Well, you're going to circle hints of how he's trying to do this. And I want to tell you, I only circled 2. And I only circled 2 on page 14, if that is helpful.
I circled 1.
One of mine was a question that he's actually asking himself. And the other one, someone had mentioned earlier that they had underlined it when I had actually circled it. But I only found 2 hints that suggest what the narrator's trying to do for me. I only found 2 on page 14.
I have 1. Is that good?
That's good. You found something.
I got to go.
Well, hold up. I just couldn't see.
Can I go to?
Yes. I just saw 2 more though. So officially, I found 4.
Same.
I found 2. I found 2.
See what happens though when you step away from something that you've been reading and you look back at it, you discover something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have another I circled 3.
I looked down at
ma'am.
the first 2 paragraphs again. I looked down at the first 2 paragraphs again, and I'm like, ooh, wait.
But
Because I looked at the end,
it's one big.
hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. I looked at the end of the first 2 paragraphs, and I'm like, ooh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
I circled 2 at the end of the 2 paragraphs.
I just did 2 in my mind. Yes, ma'am.
When are we gonna say that?
Oh,
I have,
everybody about got it?
yeah.
Hey,
Can I say mine?
what did you find? And could you give us the number?
I found a lot actually.
Well, give us 1, and we'll see what others found. What's the good one?
13. Amazing. This is incredible. I waited for the twins to become curious.
That's what I circled in my
That's what
mind.
I circled.
That's what I told you I circled in my mind.
I
Yeah.
did amazing and incredible.
What did you find?
I did.
What number first?
A lot of people circled that.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
I kind of circled what she circled.
See, did you circle anything else?
Well,
Anything?
on 14, I circled what is that book?
Oh, for the curiosity. Yeah, this is how I'm getting you. Okay. But remember, we're looking for what Logan's doing. Yes, sir. What'd you find?
I had an idea for a test to prepare. I looked again at the old book in my hands and idea hat.
Oh, that was what I found. When I circled in my head. An idea. And look at this verb they're using.
Mhm.
An idea hatched. It's like we're hatching chickens or something in our heads,
Little
right?
chicks. Little chicks.
Little chicks in my head. That is an idea hatched is what I circled in my head. Yeah, and I was like, ooh, I got another one. What did you find? And remember, give me number first.
Okay, 24.
24? And I found something there too.
Was my plan actually going to work?
I found that one.
Mhm.
I found it when you question yourself, like, am I right? Leah, what'd you find? What number?
25. These strategies take all the physical and mental power a person has. A person who learned them would be, well, even better than a black belt in karate.
He's actually, because that's in quotation marks, that's dialogue. That's what he's saying to his brothers. He's speaking his strategy now. I agree with that. He's speaking his strategy. Yeah? It's like, I don't know, y'all. This might be too good for you. This is too hard
You
for you.
reclaim.
What'd you find?
You reclaim.
Okay, thank you. What'd you find?
He's not going to say that.
Sir?
I'll leave it.
Oh, what else did you find?
In 19. Not a story, the truth. It's a book of special ancient knowledge. It's full of wisdom. I paused. A warrior wisdom. But well, I think you're a little too young for this.
He's got
circled
2
that as
things.
well.
Excuse us. He's got 2 things that he's doing right there. 2 things. Where he makes it seem beyond interesting. Because he knows what his little brother likes. Warrior wisdom. And then he says, after I looked them in the eyes, the tactic. I think you're too young for this. Perfect. And once again, that's inside a dialogue. Yes, ma'am, what'd you find?
Me, I didn't find this. I just started looking.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be one, but on 15, I ignored Leo. I don't think that would be one. Would it?
I ignored Leo. Logan, I ask you what's in it. Oh, honey bunny. Yes, it would be. Because if Leo is the one on this page that's giving you a little bit of a hard time, then what you do is you ignore him and you pay attention to the other. That's a good tactic. Don't
So
you
circle
know?
it.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, could you hold on? No, what were you saying? That is going to drive the person you just said, I'm sorry, could you hold on a little bit? That's going to drive them crazy. Because what does a little kid want other than sugar and money? They want their turn. They want their turn. And their turn could be attention. Yes, as well. Yes, ma'am. I gotta be able to hear. It's the same people.
23. It's not for little kids. It's a book about that taxes the ancient warriors used to win battles. Highly trained martial artists and soldiers study this book to give them an advantage over.
Yeah, and the whole thing is important, as he said. But right when he starts with, it's not for little kids.
Oh yeah.
I mean, game on, right? I'm gonna make this for little kids.
Okay.
Okay? Yes, sir?
If you say game on, I bet you can't beat the Energizer in 20 minutes.
Okay, well, here's what we need to do. Yes, ma'am.
May I use yours too?
Oh, yeah. I don't think we have anybody out.
May I use the
When
best room after her?
Yeah, I'm sorry we don't have tea. Everyone, go back to page 15, please. Normally, I would have done a comprehension check for homework, but
But we don't have homework.
trying to avoid that. So could you take a moment and do the comprehension check? Here's what you see there. You see 2 multiple choice questions and one, you good? Let's see what number 3 says. Work with a partner to make an inference based on the text for why the narrator pretends the poetry book is about ancient warrior wisdom. Now, there's a lot of words there. Here's what number 3 is asking you to do. Okay?
May I go to the bathroom?
Uh-huh.
Right?
There's a boy in there.
Hold on.
There's a boy in there? Okay. I'll wait till you come back after the boy
Yes.
leaves.
It does say work with a partner, but what you're doing, do you see to make an inference?
Yeah.
Remember, an inference is, it really could say, work with a partner to make some good guesses. That's what an inference is. Work with a partner to make some good guesses on the text for why that narrator, Logan, is pretending that a poetry book is about ancient warrior wisdom. Why is he doing this? It doesn't come out and tell us why. Guess why he's doing it. Is that a hard guess?
I'm not.
Now that we state it like that. All right, take a moment and do your comprehension check, okay?
With a partner.
Well, I bet you could do it on your own, but you could talk with somebody about it if you keep it secret.
Can we sit in places?
Unfortunately, you can't leave your desk.
No, like can we,
Sadness.
like can we, our partner, if we're doing a partner, could we sit somewhere?
Like, cause I'm right beside Annabeth.
You can't, if you're asking, can you sit somewhere else? You can't. Y'all pause.
We've been
Y'all just
together
pause.
But you can like stand up to get closer.
No, not during COVID.
Okay, I think
I
Flora is trying to get them enrolled in it. He's trying to make them like come to
That's a good word.
him. He's trying to, I think it would be, he's trying to get them enrolled. He's trying to get them, yeah, he's trying to enroll them. I think that's really, don't get it down.
He is impatient.
Enthralled is when you get someone super interested in something. Yes, sir.
I know.
Actually, no, he's in tall.
The art of distraction.
Look at him, he's tall. Don't actually put that, I'm just joking.
T-R-A-W-L, I think.
Circle the letter of the equation.
Is it enroll?
Entralled. Hey, don't forget to check the bathroom again to see if that boy's out, okay? Did she say a boy was in the bathroom before? Okay.
Pay no attention was
R-A-L-L.
at the station.
Yeah.
So, number 4.
No,
Sir?
I don't think so. Because you said if you go E-N-T-H
Really?
or A-L-L.
You don't have a water bottle today?
brothers too.
Okay, let me try to get you one after this. Y'all, don't forget, today was a day when we had many people forget one of 2 things, if not both. Water bottles and masks.
I've had water bottles all day.
Yeah.
For the entire time.
Starting to forget. Gotta try to make it routine.
How
Bring
did
your,
you can't
bring,
get in without
excuse
a
me. Bring your water bottles. Bring a mask.
Wait, but you can't even get in the building without a mask.
Go check the vaccine.
You have to wear a mask to get your temperature taken, right?
Well, me and Aunt Beth are done.
And if not,
Got it back there?
no way. I've got a story because
Miss Burks gave us a thing for our math because our
No, you can look
yeah,
up.
and I'm using it for a book.
Oh, that's neat. What's your name? Sit down. I'm fine. We can't just walk around the room in this day and age, okay? Yeah. Yes, we're doing 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. Give them a little bit more time.
It's funny.
Seems like everybody's almost done though, right? Done back there? Okay. Hey, don't close up shop just yet. We are going to go over 1, 2, and 3, okay?
I saved the page that I was
Waiting on a couple. Thank you. We're waiting on a couple more to finish.
I saved my page.
it's open. Open
If
book.
you happen to be in the bathroom when we go over it, I'll let you know what 1 and 2 were. But I'm sure you got this
Yeah, when
right.
Aunt Beth comes back, she'll
Yeah.
she'll just because we
Plus,
got
I heard what y'all were talking about. Y'all were definitely on the right track for 3, so you're fine with that. Yes. You're gonna be after Faith because the girls were waiting for the boy to get out. Looks like it's working right now. We got it? Okay. Open back up to 15 and let's check your work. Okay, number 1. Circle the letter
I'll
of
wait
an
until you're done.
inference. Circle the letter of a good guess, an inference you can draw about one of the little twins, Lester. What'd you get?
I got B.
Sorry? B. He's impatient.
Yes.
I don't, he's not, it takes a lot for me to trust you. I'll trust him. He's well read? No? I don't know that about him yet. I do know the family enjoys a good book. He's tall.
He's taller than his
He's
brother.
not, yeah, I mean, not
He's
really.
taller than the brother, but he's not that tall.
Right. So for your best answer for number 1 is B. He is impatient. For number 2, it says to circle the letter of a quotation that helps you infer, that helps you make that best guess. The narrator has mapped out a clever plan. Which one is that one?
He's paying no attention or critical at this stage.
D. Paying no attention was critical at this age. Or at this stage, excuse me.
age.
I put
Yeah.
that there for got it.
Okay, over here, hold up. Number 3, we're working with that partner, like many of you did, to make an inference based on the text for why does the narrator pretend the poetry book is about ancient warrior wisdom? Here, no, I'm here to tell you, over here, it's going to stop. When I call on someone, you're going to allow them to be heard. Yes, sir.
The kids really liked ancient warrior wisdom, so he wanted to distract.
He picked a good topic, didn't he? He did pick a good topic. Did you put something else?
Something sort of like that, so he can get them to stop fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I just need for them to calm down. I need for them to stop. Let's do this. Yes.
I put together to get the other brothers to calm down.
Yeah.
That's what me and Aunt Beth.
That, and I heard y'all were doing great. You didn't remember to go potty.
Can I? Oh yeah.
Yeah, go.
To get
Go.
them enthralled
Go.
with the story.
Before
And enthrall, I was telling you boys, is a great word. So when you are enthralled with something, you are beyond interested in it. We're almost getting a little obsessed with it. It has gotten all of your attention. You can't look away from it. You love and adore it. Okay?
So
All really good ones here. Yes, sir.
So like
Narnia book that we read this summer.
Were you enthralled with that one? Was that your thing?
I loved
You know you gotta read them all now. That was the first in a series.
I have a whole. Now I need the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If
I
you
have
thought what you read was great, wait till you read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's my favorite. And then I've got to tell you, later on in the series, a really good one in the series, Prince Caspian.
I'm not reading anyone.
Prince
that one
Caspian.
about the
romance
teen?
ones.
It's really good. I
Wait.
can't tell you. Don't want to give away secrets.
Can I
Yes.
get the final Narnia book as my book report book?
If you bring it in, yeah, let's see.
Okay.
I've approved what,
Sorry.
1, 2, 2.
So if I spoil it for you.
We have September, did we choose 8 for the book report to be? Yeah, we're good. I'll of course be doing reminders on that. Yes, Matt?
I have a question. I'm like 60 pages into a 200-page book.
You already are? When did you start it?
What? I don't know.
Really?
Can I just use that one?
Yeah, just, would you mind bringing it in or just telling me the title so I can just make sure we're good?
I
Yeah.
forgot what the title was.
Yeah, it's any time. Yes, ma'am.
My book.
It's creepy.
What is the book?
Which I love. But what's
I
wrong
love
with your
creepy
book?
stuff.
My book is 370 pages long.
All right,
well,
now,
good luck finishing
you
that.
willing?
We're gonna-
You willing to take on that challenge?
Yes.
I don't make me go like Logan on you. That book is way too old for you. You know what I mean? That book is way too long for you. Yeah. If you're willing to take on that challenge, then I think
It's
that's
like a
great.
diary and a web.
Yes, ma'am. You're done? You'll probably, you think choose maybe 5 more books before the book report's done and read them? You have time.
Still recording.
That was a great book that you chose, though, if you just want to stick with that. Because remember, we got a t-shirt idea behind this. So you're really going to want to think like a graphic designer. Your front cover, I don't want to say you have to do it, but do you see your front cover? You do see it, right?
Yes.
You do know how you could use a little bit of that in the graphic design of your t-shirt?
I've got
Hopefully she doesn't do the blood splatter content.
I was talking about
Or
the blood
ketchup
splatter,
splatter.
like a paintbrush, and then just dip it in a little bit of paint, and then
The
You-
ketchup splatter.
yeah. But if she dipped a paintbrush and a little bit of red
I just
paint,
want that.
and then just flick the paintbrush in spots,
Looks like someone's gonna die.
I'm just
I need
saying.
to get this shirt this color.
I did a big giant sheet for a play that we were doing called Mbeth, and we were flicking red on it for blood splatter. Yes, ma'am.
So
That's
my book, I'm gonna get it to you, but I have to order it from the library because the libraries aren't open.
I know everything's so hard to get, but we have time.
I'm gonna get it to you by the date.
Yeah.
It just takes a little time.
I'm
because
not
of the
worried. Are
weather.
you excited about that book? Is that you think
It's
the
gonna
one?
be an I Survived book.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Perfect. Just keep in mind your t-shirt design. Keep in mind when you read it, we want a good quote, whatever jumps out at you. Okay? Don't want you to have to reread a part. Was it two?
Spoil my book
Yeah, I think you
for
said
you.
2.
Is it broken?
Yes, sir. Parker, let me hear him, please.
My book report, can I do the North mythology book
Yes.
by National Geographic? And also, can I go and get the bathroom pack thing?
Yes. I don't think we have anybody else. Perfect. Thank you for being patient with that. Yes, sir.
I was gonna ask.
Right when he gets back. Yeah, right when he gets back. Yes, sir.
Nothing. I was like, I could joke, could you do a dictionary? Like, no, that's too long. It's stupid.
What?
No, the dictionary is not
When do we
stupid.
get to do our last
More
like
than
do
probably
we have
everyone.
everything to do our last
Guys,
now or
At 1 o'clock.
I don't know, Sweet Pea. I don't know. She would have told me, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so once again, reminder until we get used to things. There's no homework tonight, okay? No homework.